What is up, legends? We are back, and we're back in HypeWatch. HypeWatch, we every week on the channel on Sunday, or you actually see it on Sunday, but I do it on Friday. We try to actually give you the hype of the week. Basically, I try to give you good things. So if you like that, by all means, stick around, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know in the comment section below if there is anything that you would like to see that I have not covered, or if there's something in this list that you would like to actually play. Let me know as well. So getting right into it this week, we do have a story time at the end. I got two quick story times actually, but let's get right to it so we can get the story time. Sovereign Syndicate. Now here's the thing, this game is a little bit like a Baldur's Gate, a little bit adventure type. It actually is coming out soon, as in January 15th. That's actually exactly from the time that I'm actually doing this video, a month from now, because it's the 15th now. So it's a month right now. You can actually play the demo. I was actually asked to take a look at this game, which I will, because I'm kind of interested in these games, and the very next game that we're going to cover is kind of like that. So if you're looking for something different and interesting to actually mess around with, hop into it. Speaking of which, DreamHack stuff is coming too. That's actually pretty interesting, because I got an email about that today. But moving along is Dragonaire's season 2 is now up. The cool thing that they are not really saying a lot in most of their media, which I would say it if I was them. Well, they kind of are in some things, but you will essentially get 2 free legendaries at the start of the season, because there's a summon banner that you have to summon on 20 times, which you're going to get. If you've been in season 1, you should have enough currency at least to have 10 summon. So in that first 10 summon, you get 1 legendary. And then the following 10, you get another one. Me personally, the video just went out like an hour ago, and I showed the legendaries I got pretty good legendaries actually. So try it out. If you're interested in the game, like they literally just give you stuff to mess with. It's kind of pretty cool, and the way that they started season 2 is actually pretty nice as well. So if you're into these types of games, the Dungeons and Dragons type, then you definitely would be into this. Next up, we have Myth of Empires. This is coming out, as you can see, February of next year, so about 2 months from right now. This game actually is going to be another one that's going to be pretty good. It's a lot of Age of the Empires like, but it feels very Dynasty Warriors as well. So if you're into that type of game, as you can see, open world survival craft and stuff like that, these tend to do very well. And the way that this is, it reminds me of Atlas. If you guys remember that game, Atlas, it reminds me of that, where it as long as they could do it properly, keep the content going, and make it so that it's fun to run around in the world, then I could see this actually being one of those hidden games that all of a sudden you see like 100,000 people playing on Twitch, right? Well, if Twitch can not be booty talk, 2024 version, 23 rather. Oh my goodness, Twitch. Anyway, next up is Trinity Fusion. This is now out right now. It is getting very good reviews. As you can see, it came out today. And this is Metroidvania hype, very fun. Like, look at, like, it just has so much swag about it. I just got the key today. I haven't even gotten the chance to actually cover this game. I will be covering the game though, because it's just one of those ones that it's very much worth hopping into and playing. It's going to just be one of those magical games. And I didn't even notice this. If you look right here, right there, it has very positive reviews right now, and that's not easy to do. Okay, let me move my mic. That is not easy to do. Look at, ooh, wow, that was actually pretty lit right there. It's not an easy thing to do. It's really not, to get very positive reviews on Steam. Everybody is always cynical. Everybody is always mad at something. And it's always a problem with something, so that they basically just get that type of reviews on this, and it's the first day right now, and it's not like view bombed somehow for being trash. Very nice, very nice. All right, next up, mobile side is Crystal of Atlan. I'm mentioning this again because this is a very good game. The problem with this game is that they do a lot of blocking, so I'm not too sure how well this one is going to work out at this current time, because I'm blocked right now. I would have reviewed it already, but I saw other people who have reviewed it, so obviously they haven't been blocked, and people are saying that it's pretty good, so I just wanted to put it out there for you guys, and if you want to hop into it if you're not blocked. Wukong M to the West, this is another one of those RPG managers. Just is what it is. They continue to get better. We just had Revelation. Revelation is like the king RPG manager along with Black Desert. Those are the two best ones on the market right now. And this is just kind of like another along those lines. You can like have really good character creation, and it's obviously built off of the Wukong lore, and you can actually be him in the game if you want to. So there's that as well. This was on the Asia side as well, and I reviewed it, and people liked it back then. I remember that. So maybe you like it this particular round, but remember, this is one of those games where you're just kind of like watching it run around. Next up is Dark Warrior Idol. Obviously Idol and stuff like this. Just run around doing what you're doing. It does have a good flow to it, and it does have okay graphics. It's not something super crazy, but it's an idle game. It's just what you guys are used to at this point is what it is. So the reason why we're talking about Ecolopolis now, the interesting thing about this game, I'll show you where I'm at currently right now. I'll bring it up. Bam. Oh, I beat something. I wasn't even paying attention. Fusion damage. Let's do fusion crit rate. Did I actually? Yeah, I actually got credit for it. So the interesting thing about this game is that the global version of this game is actually different from the SEA version. I don't know about the CN version because I didn't play that, but they did a good job global wise. You actually have resources. You can actually build things and properly get through content. Like I'm at least 60% as strong as I am in the SEA version now already. It's just been 2 days, basically 2 days of gameplay. So they obviously want us to catch up. At that point, I'm about to get hit hard because that's Rion. Okay. Yeah, I figured that. Oh boy, I almost got it though. Let's see here. These are just components, but do I want that mod though? I want the mod. I'm gonna spend currency for that. That's fine. So I call it the L right there, obviously, because the my power is 281, and the recommended power is, as you can see down there, it's flashing. Sometimes you can get away with it though. Sometimes I can, but obviously I can't make up for 80k power, unfortunately. So my run right now is over here at 15 kilometers down, which is okay. That's not bad. It's only been 2 days, basically, obviously, but. Again, the reason why we're actually talking about this is that they did a good job globally. So I gotta, we always talk trash about stuff. They did a very good job globally on this right now. Everybody's having fun and stuff like that. So good on them. I wanted to mention that and stuff just in case because I don't really have anything to do a video on right now. I said everything I had to say in the previous 3 videos. So when something comes up, then I'll do a video. But for right now, I don't have anything else to say. But I did want to say that they did a good job. So I'm doing it in HypeWatch. That it was a very good launch. I haven't got kicked out once. Like that usually happens. Like you get kicked out of stuff, but I haven't been kicked out of the game. This when I logged in, this is the same time. And not even a memory leak on top of that. No memory leak because they would have just kicked me out because the emulator would have crashed. None of that. So they did a good job. So we got to give them credit for that. So moving along, we have NBA Infinite. Now, I have no idea why you would want to play an NBA game on mobile. Look at Kevin Durant. That kind of look like him. So he a little bit more older than that. That's like Kevin Durant from like 5 years ago. So... Look at that, it's not Embiid. I mean, that's his hair, but that's not Embiid. That's Jason Tatum, though. That definitely looks like him. And that looks like Curry. That looks like actual Curry, though. Like they just took a picture, not in-game. That I'm not buying that. He must have saw this and was like, nah, that ain't me. Put my real picture in. That looked like real him right there. But anyway, this is up for right now for register right now. I actually played this before, and I like I said, I don't know why you would want to play an NBA game on mobile, but here it is. We just have to talk about it. The Soul Slayer is available right now for you to hop in, and this is kind of like an idle run around with waifus and husbandos and beat stuff up. You know, have at it if that's the type of thing that you are into. Apparently, it's $1 billion genre, which I guess I can't say anything because it's $1 billion genre. That's because there's like 1 billion games, basically. Like each one of them made up like $1 and all got together and made $1 billion. That actually might be literal. I'm trolling, but it might actually be literal. Next up is a Red Desert Team RPG. I'm actually pretty interested in this one. It's a little bit idle, but you do have some storyline that go along with it, and you do have like I'm probably gonna check this one out. It might be lit, might be crap, but you know, we'll see. And finally, the shocking good game on this list, because I swore up and down this was gonna be a garbage game, and I was wrong. I actually said something in the past that I thought this was going to be a garbage game, but it's not. It's actually really good, and it's going under the radar right now. It just came out today, and not a lot of people are actually talking about it. You probably won't see anybody talk about it until you see this video, almost guaranteed. But this is actually a really good game. So what essentially you are is a pirate, and remember the two games I mentioned before, Revelations and Black Desert. That's what this game is like. But you are like a pirate, or if you would want to be an admiral or whatever else like this, and you can run around in the world as yourself, as just like a pirate dude or whatever side you chose, or you could do it on ships like this. And it's a big world. It's a big, a fun, open-ended world where you do have to run around and be idle and stuff like that. And obviously they got to make you have like, oh, you can get married in this game, because every game does that now. So, but it's actually a good game. So it gets hype of the week. And like I like to be shocked about a new game, because like it's just something added that we just didn't have before and we didn't know existed. All right. So while I look at this, and we'll bring this up. Let's see here. We'll make it more so a part of the screen. As you can see, I'm actually using the emulator for Street Fighter Duel and a DBZ. Actually, I'll just do that for a DBZ. Not that I actually even play any of those three games, but I just needed somewhere to put Apocalypse. So this is I'm just probably going to just change the title and delete all three of those games. I know that sounds disrespectful, but whatever, they suck. But all right, so here's a weird thing that's happening on Twitter right now, and some of you already know, and some of you who are new to the channel know this already. Ooh, thank you. When I was doing the videos to actually cover games that were misleading everybody, when you have like those commercials and stuff like that, remember those? So here's what happened with that. On Twitter, you see a lot of those commercials, and on other websites where they have those commercials like, hey, play this, hey, play that. What Twitter is doing now is they're using my videos that I did on those games to show what the real game is, and it's in the community notes now. And I was like, when people were saying it on Twitter, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like, I don't be community noting on Twitter. I don't even know how to do that. So I went and looked, and what people were doing is with me, with those particular videos, if I did a video showcasing what the game was really like and stuff like that, they're making community notes out of that. And then and the people are coming to me like, dude, can you do this? Because this game, like, I'm mad I spent money. Like, why would you spend money if you came in and saw it wasn't what it was? Because I had a conversation with somebody who spent I think like $1,000 on the game. I think it was the Final Fantasy 15, the remake mobile game that they did, and they had like a commercial. They made it seem like, obviously, like it was Final Fantasy 15. You know, you got Noctis running around and Prompto and all the rest of them doing their things and stuff like this. And I remember that mobile ad. I remember it, and it did look like it was like Final Fantasy 15 running around like that. It did look like that. This person came in and they thought that, oh, you know, this is gonna be cool. I'm like, we're gonna be doing all this and that. So they came in, and what people do is, like, say like they're looking like with this game, they will come in and just start spending because they assume that the game is gonna open up and stuff like this. Like they'll think that, oh, this girl is gonna go run around in the background right there. We're gonna be jumping from buildings. It's gonna be hot, but in reality, you over here with Chibi doing this. Not that this is bad or anything else like this. Yeah, in reality, you like, this is what happened. So they got you baited. They hardly played anything, and they thought that, you know, the wife was gonna be running around and doing a whole bunch of cool stuff and stuff like that, and that's not what happened. Obviously, that's, you know, you got this. You got Waifu City. You got chibi boobies and everything. Like, see, chibi boobies. That's what you got right now. That's what's happening. And they get debated like that. So I don't know why. No, obviously people just don't, you know, play the game first before they start spending. But that's actually a thing. It's like, I don't know why that's a thing, but that's a thing. So they're doing the whole community note things now. They kind of counteract that, because nobody is checking that stuff anymore. I was doing it for like a year and a half before I just didn't want to do idle anymore, and they fired me. And then I had to sue them to get the remainder of the contract back, because there was nothing in the contract that said that they could fire me for me not wanting to do idle games. It wasn't that I wasn't fulfilling the contract anymore. It's just I wasn't doing idle games anymore. And that's why they fired me from the actual contract. But that wasn't legal. You have to actually, like, I had to have actually done something wrong. I was still doing my actual video quota that I was supposed to be doing, just not that stuff. And there was nothing in the contract, again, that says he has to do idle games. Like, there was no such thing as that. I was just supposed to cover games and give commercial value to things. That's what I was actually supposed to do. And they lost that. They had to pay me the contract, basically, the entire contract too. Not like I didn't have to wait. I had the whole contract, basically. So it was kind of funny, because I thought that I would just get paid monthly, wherever. No, they owe you the whole contract, and they just paid it. Like, literally, like 3 days later, just bam in the bank account. I was like, oh, okay. Like, hell, all right. So I should have got fired sooner. Nah, it was annoying. It was actually an annoying process, and it took like 6 months to work it out. So it's not something I would suggest anybody actually do. But yeah, so that is all I got for you guys this week. Just a little bit of industry stuff that happens and things like that, and that, yeah. And yes, that's a thick girl showing all types of stuff on the screen right now. That's what happens. That's what this game does. That's what games be doing nowadays. That's what Twitch be doing. You go on Twitch right now, there's about 400 girls looking like this. So for whatever reason, and Twitch nerfed it, and they didn't mean a damn thing today, because it's still the same thing tonight. You go right in just chatting, and it's a wave of booby. This is just a wave, and they waving at you for tips. Twitch is so embarrassing, y'all. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.